Let's be real, you're not lazy, you're not burnt out, you're not some tragic victim of low motivation. You're just way too comfortable. Yeah, I said it. You've built yourself a little bubble of comfort and called it a personality. You're not tired, you're just allergic to discomfort. You'll scroll for hours on your phone, thumb marathon, Olympic level, but opening a Google Doc, suddenly you're exhausted. It's not that you can't do it, it's that you don't want to feel like doing it. And that's the trap. You're not avoiding work, you're avoiding the feeling that comes before work. The boredom, the fear, the effort, the silence before momentum. Congratulations, you've mastered the art of self-sabotage in HD. Let's talk about your favorite bedtime story. The lie you keep repeating. I'll do it later. You whisper it like a prayer. Later, when I feel ready. Later, when I'm less stressed. Later, when my life magically aligns like an inspirational Pinterest board. But here's the truth. Later is code for never. You're not waiting for the right time. You're waiting for the work to feel easy. Spoiler alert, it never will. You say you work better under pressure. No, you don't. You just panic faster when the deadline starts breathing down your neck. You're not a high-performance athlete. You're a professional firefighter, constantly putting out the flames you started yourself. The longer you wait, the heavier it feels. The task grows fangs. It becomes that monster under your bed, but it's not the task that's scary. It's you, terrified of feeling uncomfortable. Let's get something straight. Procrastination isn't laziness, it's emotional avoidance. You're not lazy, you're avoiding something. Fear of failing, fear of being average, fear of realizing you're not as talented as you tell yourself. So instead of facing it, you trick your brain into mini dopamine hits. Check your notifications, scroll TikTok, open YouTube to research. Oh look, now you're 2 hours deep into a video about how pickles were invented. Bravo. You think you're resting, but you're really just hiding. Avoidance feels safe until it starts choking you, because deep down you know it. You're not resting, you're rotting. Let's destroy the biggest myth in self-improvement, motivation. You keep waiting for it like it's Amazon Prime delivery. But guess what? It's not coming. Motivation is like that one friend who says they'll be there in 5, total liar. It's unreliable, inconsistent, and always shows up when you don't need it. You don't need motivation, you need momentum. Motivation gets you started once. Momentum keeps you going forever. You don't feel like going to the gym? Fine, go anyway. You don't feel like writing that essay? Cool. Write the first bad sentence. You don't need to feel good to start. You just need to start to feel good. Motivation is a myth made by people selling courses to people too lazy to start. Here's a hack so simple your brain will hate it. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Tell yourself you'll just do the thing for 10 minutes. That's it. 10 minutes of misery, and then you can go back to your regularly scheduled doom scrolling. But here's the funny part. Once you start, you won't stop. Why? Because momentum breaks the illusion. Your brain realizes, oh, it's actually not that bad. The hardest part of any task isn't doing it. It's starting it. Once you start, that fake mental mountain shrinks into a speed bump. You realize it was never hard. You were just being dramatic. Stop fantasizing about your perfect morning routine. You don't need to journal under a Himalayan waterfall or drink organic oxygen. Just start small. If you need to clean your room, pick up one thing. If you need to write a report, open the doc and type the title. That's it. You're trying to run a marathon without standing up first. Start small, stack wins, and stop pretending it's complicated. Because here's the secret no one tells you. Confidence doesn't come from believing in yourself. It comes from doing small things repeatedly until you can't deny you're capable. Let's address your favorite hits. I don't have time. Oh, really? You watched a 3-hour true crime documentary last night because you couldn't sleep. You have time, you just don't have priorities. I don't feel motivated. Yeah, neither does anyone who's ever done anything impressive. Motivation is what you want before starting. Discipline is what you get after. It's too hard. Everything is hard when you do nothing all day. Start small and your brain stops whining. I'm tired. You're not tired, you're overstimulated. You've been drowning in dopamine all day and now your brain's fried. What if I fail? Oh, you will. That's the fun part. Failure isn't fatal, stagnation is. You've got a reason for everything except for why you're still in the same place you were 6 months ago. Here's how success actually works. You take a tiny step, it sucks. You keep going, it gets easier. That's it. That's the formula. Momentum doesn't require perfection, it requires progress. You don't have to finish the race today, you just have to keep moving. Every action compounds, every task builds the muscle of discipline. You think confidence comes first, but no. Action builds confidence, confidence builds momentum, momentum builds the life you want, and it all starts with the tiniest, most boring step. Procrastination isn't random, it's a habit loop. Cue, avoidance, temporary relief, guilt, repeat. You want to break it? Replace the avoidance part with tiny action. Next time you feel like avoiding a task, do something small instead. Write the email subject line, fold one shirt, open your notes app. That small act snaps the loop and reprograms your brain to associate discomfort with progress. It's not about doing everything, it's about doing something. There's a reason top performers attack their hardest task first thing in the morning. It's called eating the frog. The logic? Once you've eaten a metaphorical frog, the rest of your day feels delicious. Start with the thing you dread most, that one task you've been avoiding like it owes you money. You'll realize that 90% of your stress came from avoiding it, not doing it. Once it's done, you feel unstoppable, like a superhero who finally cleaned his room. Your brain is a golden retriever, train it accordingly. Every time you finish something, reward yourself. Tea, a short walk, music, whatever. Dopamine isn't the enemy, it's the tool. Make your brain associate finishing tasks with reward instead of avoidance. You'll literally rewire yourself to crave discipline. Finishing will feel better than scrolling, and that's when you win. Here's what you need to hear. No one's coming to save you. Not your parents, not your boss, not that productivity YouTuber you keep watching instead of doing your work. Every time you procrastinate, you're making a trade. Short-term comfort for a long-term regret. Instant pleasure for delayed pain. And yeah, it's your choice, always has been. The same energy you use to justify your excuses could have built a life you're proud of. But instead, you're here, waiting for motivation to knock on your door like a pizza delivery guy. It's not coming. The only sign you need is this one. Stop scrolling, get up, start, not tomorrow, not later, now. Because someday isn't on the calendar, and maybe later is where dreams go to die. So what's it gonna be? Keep waiting for comfort, or get uncomfortable enough to change your life.